There we are. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dead Unicorns L5R game. We're playing the new Legend of the Five Rings role-playing game. I am the Game Master. I'm Corey. And over here, playing Shiba Inoue, we have Josh. Up in the other corner, playing Hina Nozomi, is Crystal. Down on the bottom, we have Matt playing Togashi Katsuo. And
with a better microphone.
Thank you. That was very nice. And in the other corner, we have Tarek playing Akoma Kage. Before we start, I'd like to thank our Patreons. Oh, they're over there. Okay. If you'd like to support the channel, you can by going to our Patreon account. But if you go there, we have some free stuff, including the newest Legend of the Five Rings Characters of the Dead Unicorn. We made our characters into NPCs, put it in a little book, and you can grab that book for free there, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. The character descriptions and histories and everything are written by the characters, by the players who created the characters right here, so, you know, it's as official as it gets. And you can, of course, pick that up at patreon.com/deadunicorn. And also, there are D&D adventures and other L5R adventures there, so all for free. Just go get them. And you can support us if you enjoy it. So I thank you for your patronage. We're gonna start out with a little bit of a recap. If you don't know Legend of the Five Rings, we play samurai. It's like feudal Japan, but fantasy. So it's really cool. It's like anime. It's like playing it's like playing Inuyasha.
Kagome!
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha!
So these guys have been.
Kagome!
Thank you.
Sorry.
That's it. If you've never seen Inuyasha, that is the entire anime. Just those two lines said over and over again at continuing elevated levels of audio. They just scream at each other. Whew. Slight recap. All of these guys, all of these samurai here, are heading off into the Shadowlands, which is hell on earth, to find. They're trying to find a blood magic user called a Maho Tsukai. She is doing something totally evil, and they don't know exactly what it is, just that it's really evil. And they've tracked her to a place in the Shadowlands called Daylight Castle. They're almost there, but they got sidetracked with the Nezumi, which are ratlings. These ratlings asked them to help them search for their missing ratlings. They found that their missing ratlings have all been mind-controlled by an evil dreamer named, what's his name? Tatted Ear.
Frayed Whisker.
Frayed Whisker, that's what his name is. Frayed Whisker.
I thought it was a sheep.
No, Frayed Whisker is... whatever.
A rat man.
He's a rat person. Okay.
I thought it was a rat woman.
You guys have just fought off an entire army of mind-controlled Nezumi and have knocked out Frayed Whisker. And that is where you are. I'm going to show you where you are on the map close to Daylight Castle here. So that's where everybody is. And currently, they're next to a... Uh-oh. No, we're good. We're good.
I'm sorry.
I got an error that scared me for a second.
My bad.
Okay. So everybody is next to a graveyard, and all of the ratlings are kind of shaking off the haze of the dream that they're finally waking up from. And the dreamer is there helping each ratling reassert their own will upon their bodies. And the tribe leader, Lucky Silver, is thanking all of you for your help. She says, my tribe, we have finally found them and we can bring them back. Dreamer.
Well, we're thankful to help.
can you guide them back to the village? And he says, yes, I can. Can you? They were caught in a dream, but I can guide them back to the knotted tail. He says, thank you. Thank you. I will take Frayed Whisker back with us. Togashi Tatsuo, can you pick up Frayed Whisker and bring him?
Certainly.
Alright, you grab the rat. He's much smaller than you.
I just trail him gently.
He's much smaller than you. You can grab him and bring him back.
And I put my hand, like, I'm jokingly doing this. I'm not doing this in game at all. Then I put my hand over his head and then there, longer lasting sleep.
The cynic.
That's a more cynical playthrough, but no, I didn't actually do that. So I just grill him in my arms and just follow the dreamer.
Sounds good. Alright, you make it back to the village with its tents and burrows.
Alright, so where do you need me to put him down?
Give me a second. I'm having a problem on YouTube, I think.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You're really enjoying your new mic, aren't you?
Actually, no. Like, I was using the same microphone. It was just that I had a bad setup to where it was way too far away from me, and I sure realized that this was a directional mic instead of a room mic.
It looks like we're still. Yep, we're still on YouTube.
Okay. Are we slowing down? Are we
No,
getting
I'm just
frame rate problems?
nah. I think we're just having some bitrate problems. Okay, thank you for
For your indulgence.
your indulgence here. Let's get back to the game.
Okay, back in town.
Cool, back into.
Lucky Silver orders Frayed Whisker to be tied and taken to the Dreamer's quarters so the Dreamer can deal with him.
Like, alright, time to take your medicine. No, it's so freaking nasty. Well, that's what you get. You need to convert.
Lucky Silver says that everyone should rest, and when they are well rested, to come see her at her tent.
And could I also take the opportunity during the rest to heal my wound in the water ring?
Depends
Because
on
I still
how
need to
long you
recover.
rest. For right now, since that battle is over, everybody can go down to half of their fatigue, or half of their endurance. They can reduce their fatigue to half of their endurance.
Fatigue, endurance.
So I was
And
wondering,
what
didn't take
about our
any fatigue.
strife?
Your strife can't move. You're in the Shadowlands.
Anti-strife.
Oh wait, yeah, your strife also goes down to half. Yeah, you can't get rid of it by sleeping though. It'll always sit at half.
Unless you
Because
can
you
remove it.
feel the
through other means.
Shadowlands.
So yeah, your endurance and your strife goes to half of your,
Max.
your fatigue and your
Fatigue
strife goes to half of your composure and your endurance if it is above those. And you can take a longer rest now and try and get rid of all of your fatigue.
Alright, can I still take care of my wound?
Yeah, I would like to take care of my debilitating gash to my fire ring, if that's okay.
So, here's the thing.
There's the caveat.
Where is it? Where are the
I
wounds
know. I attempted to heal somebody.
here? Okay, wounded. Okay. Removed when any character can provide treatment by making a TN4 medicine water check as a downtime activity. If they succeed, the injured character removes lightly wounded or reduces severely wounded to lightly wounded. This check can be attempted once per wounded ring per week. So I believe
And it's not per person attempting it, it's just in general.
it's just in general, yeah.
I mean,
Um,
has it been weeks
additionally-
since I last attempted it?
Additionally, a character can attempt to heal through bed rest. Once per week per wounded ring, you may make a TN3 fitness check using that ring. If they succeed, they may remove the lightly wounded condition. So it's either a week of bed rest, or you're going to have to wait a week because everybody already tried to heal up your wounds. So your wounds, unless you have a magical way of healing them, you
Can
can't
I
do anything.
do that?
I'm kind
Does
of
that even
thinking I
affect
managed
my
to
ring?
heal
Because
one wound.
Well, you have what's you do
I have
have
touch
Path
of
to
the-
Inner Peace, right?
what was that?
You do have Touch of the Hot Springs, right?
Yes, I do. Which is a water thing, but it's to heal my fire ring.
Okay. What this does is, yeah, since it's a new scene, you can definitely use Path to Inner Peace to remove fatigue, and if you have opportunity, you can choose to remove a condition, including bleeding, dazed, disoriented, or lightly wounded.
Do you have a
Okay.
light wound in addition to your...
I have a debilitating gash.
I was
It's
thinking
severe.
somebody got 2 injuries,
Yeah, that's
but
a
couldn't
severe-
remember who it
I
was.
did. I got 2 injuries. One was healed, so the lightly wounded ended up being nothing.
Okay,
But I still have a
so you're the one that I
debilitating
fixed.
gash. Fire. Yeah.
So here's the
So
thing.
I'm kind of like,
A
Me being a-
debilitating gash is a severe wound.
Yeah, can't fix that.
So
you cannot fix that.
No,
There's
you
no
can't
going
fix that.
It said
Huh?
if you have opportunity, you can remove one condition, and it included a light wound, but not a severe one.
I mean, would a light wound be considered a wound in a ring, or
Yes.
Yes.
does it have to be a deeper wound? Okay, so I think I have a light wound. Then.
Okay. So Shiba Inoue can heal Togashi Tatsuo with his Path to Inner Peace,
I also have a light wound in water.
and can also heal Ikomakage with Path to Inner Peace.
If he gets opportunity.
If you get opportunity, there's a chance you can do it.
I mean,
Okay.
I do have a few skills in, or at least one rank in medicine. I need to upgrade that. It's so bad.
For this, it would be theology, right? If he wants to
Yeah,
try
I'd
to
be using-
assist.
Oh, I
I'd
got
be
2 in
using magics
theology.
of water.
You are not a Shugenja. You cannot cast these incantations. Therefore, you cannot help.
Okay.
You have to at least have the
The
ability
ability to use
to use incantations. If it's a ritual, and you
Anybody.
can use rituals, anybody who can use rituals can help.
I think everybody gets the ability to learn rituals.
Yeah.
I have a question. Then. Could I ask
The Dreamer?
Lucky Silver or one of his, or maybe even Dreamer to assist me in the heal to gain a better chance?
The
there?
Dreamer is busy tending to all of the mind
Yeah,
control
there's a lot
Mizumi,
for him to do right now.
and there are no
Yeah.
other magical type.
Priestly
Mizumi.
people?
Oh, okay.
Well, we had an opportunity before the fight, and we squandered it.
Well, there's either survival or
You didn't squander it at all. You guys worked so hard to get rid of Inoe's afflicted condition.
Oh yes, that's right. I forgot.
That was
No, I don't take
arguably
offense.
more important.
I don't take offense. Live like a phoenix, burn out, right?
You'll rise from
Then
the ashes.
fly
it's fine.
brighter.
Right?
I mean, you guys, like, forgot about the plot. You cared about this afflicted condition so much.
It's like, no,
Well-
we are not losing this Shugenja.
I'm gonna finish
Not
fixing
really.
my armor before I take my nap.
All right, yeah, that's a good idea. You'll definitely have the time to finish your armor. So Inoue, go ahead and
Okay.
cast your spells. You can use your school technique if you like, on one or the other, but not both.
Oh, okay. I'm curious. I can only perform one spell during downtime?
No, you can perform as many as you want.
Yeah, you can only use that ability, your school technique, like
Your school
once per session. I
Your
don't know.
school technique
No.
is something different than an incantation, but it helps
No,
your
no.
incantations.
I understand that, but I'm just saying for downtime I can just fling spells, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until
that's
you're
what
all
I
worn
thought.
out.
You still can have an
You still
elemental
gotta roll
backlash and
dice.
stuff like that. That's definitely a thing that
The
can happen.
lovely part of that, yes.
But you can just sling
okay.
spells, yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to see if I can try to minimize backlash if possible. Especially since I don't know how the water kami are here. 'Cause
That's true.
everything is corrupted.
This area seems to be less corrupted than other areas, so you're not
Okay.
getting any penalties. But spiritual backlashes may be,
Different.
yeah, different.
Yeah.
Isn't that based on how many successes you keep or something like that?
If you keep 3 strife,
Okay, it's the strife.
Yeah. you keep 3 strife.
Okay, because I was thinking about one, casting sympathetic energies followed by, so I don't have to keep slinging the heal spell, which increases my chance of screwing up.
This has to be a persistent invocation, so it
Okay.
wouldn't work on Path to Inner Peace.
Oh, okay.
So it says
It would only
specifically,
work for.
you may make a theology water check to spread one chosen persistent invocation effect across a number of targets. So it has to be
So-
something
But it has
that's
to be
ongoing.
persistent.
This is like your fiery weapon where you can give it to everyone instead of just yourself.
Exactly.
Or like Armor of Earth or any of those.
Armor of Earth, yeah. Anything that happens over a period of time, you can then give it that bonus to everybody with sympathetic.
Yeah,
energies.
that's to like when you're gonna cast a buff spell, you can cast the buff spell on yourself and then use sympathetic energies to transfer it to multiple people.
But Path to
Okay.
Inner Peace is like an instant effect. It just happens.
Okay.
You're suddenly
All right,
enlightened.
Okay. So, all right. I guess I'll do that to Tatsuo and Kage.
Okay.
Before you roll, tell me, are you using your school technique and are you spending Void?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, you do both of
Do
those
both?
things.
Yes.
Make your
So
roll.
that's a ring die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Void
Extra
adds a
ring die.
and then you get to lower the difficulty by 1 with your score, or by 2 maybe. I don't remember exactly.
By a school rank. He gets to lower
Yeah,
the time
by
by a
2.
school rank.
So the
So
void
0.
point is add a ring die, keep an extra die.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then because I'm doing it to 2 people, I'm literally casting them
You
to
have
2
to do-
people at the same time, or is
you
it
have to do it one.
spell?
One.
No, just do the first one. Just do the first one.
Okie dokie.
2 separate spells. Oh, nice roll.
Okay, what
Yeah.
are you keeping? You can keep 4.
4. Okay. The regular success. The explosive success with strife. Opportunity. And another opportunity with strife.
Okay, take 2 strife and roll a new ring die.
You only have one opportunity on that roll. So you have like 4 different successes to choose from that roll, plus 1 opportunity.
He already made his choices.
Yeah. Roll a ring die.
What was that?
Roll a ring die, please.
For your exploder.
Of course. Boom.
Okay. If you
Another
keep that
opportunity.
die, you'll have a spiritual backlash.
I can tank it.
Let me see if I can take it because I need to see something on it if it's
What
if
does
there's
it
any
do?
extra effects.
Is there any reason to keep the extra opportunity? Do you need 2 opportunity to
Your,
succeed?
your target also removes strife equal to your bonus successes.
Okay,
Oh,
so how
remove
many
strife.
successes did you need to cast the spell?
0.
And how many opportunity do you need to heal the wound?
1.
Just one.
Okay.
All right.
There's no reason to keep that extra opportunity then,
All right. So no
Agreed.
back-
right?
Okay, so you cast your spell. Tatsuo will regain. What's your water? 3?
Yes, 3.
No, not
No.
your water.
The caster.
My water. My water is 3.
3. So 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll regain 6 fatigue and heal your light wound as it magically knits itself together.
Yay!
Ow, my fire. I'm just curious on how deep of a debilitating gash. I'm curious, is like,
You have
is
plus
it like across my chest or something?
probably. Fire has a lot to do with motion, and like so, it's like in your arms. It's usually like an arm hit. So I would say that one of your arms is in a sling.
Okay. Okay.
That's how
use
I
my
would
sleeve.
I would look at it. So like water would be your legs, fire is your arms, or possibly a head wound.
Just
Earth
give me another shot to the head.
Earth is your core.
Okay,
What about
that makes
air?
sense.
Or void.
Air is your like personality and that kind of stuff. Also your flexibleness. So it could be to like your back, or it could be something that happens to your face.
Ow, my
So you're not
fire.
all pretty anymore.
Oh god, they
And
didn't
then-
write my personality button.
And then
God, why?
a hit to your void could be anywhere that you deem important. It's like a hit to your chakra. It's like one of your key points that are hit,
Meridians.
and it's disrupting your spirit.
Okay,
So
makes sense.
communicating with the kami, they just get angry or something. It's like, what did I do? Fair enough.
So, yeah, you probably have your arm in a sling. That's what I would say.
Okay.
So let's do the one on Kage. Are you spending another void?
Assuming you have a
I think I only had the. Okay, I spent the one void. So
Okay. Then this is just a straight roll. You can't add your school technique. You can't add void.
Okay. Back to technique. Where did I put the thing?
So it's 3
Right.
ring dice, 2 skill dice. Make your roll.
Okay, so it's just straight. There's no extras, right?
No extra dice. You didn't spend a void, and you already used your school technique.
Okay.
Hey, you've got 2 successes and 2 opportunities to pick from.
You need at least 2 successes.
Okay, so I'll take those two.
So
And then
are you taking both successes, or both opportunity, or just the one?
You can only keep
Oh, you
three
can only
dice.
keep one.
two to succeed, right?
Yeah, you can only keep one. You can only keep 3 dice. So 2 successes and the opportunity without strife, right?
Yeah.
So you'll take a point of strife,
Okay.
and then Tarek will heal 3 fatigue, and his light wound will knit itself closed.
So my leg is now no longer damaged.
That's correct.
You're not limping anymore.
My leg.
Yeah. I feel strong again.
I could lift a car. I could lift a horse.
Which also
Oh, no, I
reminds me,
couldn't do it. I immediately regret this decision.
which also reminds
Oh
me.
God, my light wound!
Which also reminds me, since I didn't get any fatigue from the battle, since I kind of kept myself away from a lot of attacks.
Yeah, we know you cowered in fear. Sorry.
Like I was at 0 fatigue, so would that mean I'm at -6 fatigue?
No.
You are
That would
dead.
be funny.
No.
You can't save up energy.
Like I'm
Just, you just bottle it. Put your key blast in there and just kind of bottle it for
But here's the thing, y'all are
Just
gonna
turn it into a health potion.
Y'all are going to rest for a while, possibly for the night if you want. And if you do so, you will lose all of your fatigue.
I do think we should take a full night's rest.
There is rattling food if you want it.
I have my own food that I will happily eat.
All right.
I will also go up to Nozomi Hida, and I bring my staff to her. It's like, is there any way you can help me repair this? I saw you working on your armor earlier.
Let me take a look.
So I hand over the staff.
And,
Luckily, none of my things are broken. I
Mine-
will offer food to anybody who really wants food. I have clean food and water.
Yeah,
Does
I
anybody
haven't heard
need
yet
food
about
or-
like the full situation on our food and water that Doi was carrying.
Doi is rationing some of that food and water to the other Ronin. They're getting less than they should. But it's you can't do anything about that.
Yeah. We'll have to see if there's anything huntable out here.
Do you trust it with the taint running about?
Crystal, you'd know that you can't hunt and eat anything in the Shadowlands without
Okay.
getting afflicted. It's not good unless there's a way to cleanse
cleanse
something.
Hmm.
You're SOL.
In other words, Inoue might be able to help us. Or was
Okay.
it? Actually, doesn't
I would
Tatsuo
want
also
to-
have a thing for
Yep.
cleansing?
They both have a thing for cleansing.
Okay. In the meantime, I will check out what the ratlings are eating.
They're eating a gruel, a porridge of it smells acrid. It has bones and things that they and meat from creatures they've eaten in the Shadowlands, or they fought and killed in the Shadowlands and brought back here to cook. They seem to enjoy it very much, but
It doesn't look like something for humans.
no, probably not. Like, you could try, but Nizumi.
And their immunity.
I'll just have some rations.
Right, that's probably a good idea. As you eat
Go
your,
a little light on the food, I guess.
as you eat your rations, you remember that Nizumi are immune to the taint of the Shadowlands.
Exactly.
So it was probably for the best that you didn't eat that.
We survived this night.
Oh, can I do one thing before?
You can do many things.
I would like to do the thing that I was trying to do before we went into battle. I would like to do a
was?
divination.
All
Ah.
right. This is just the skill, divination, right?
Yes, it's a downtime activity.
Okay, let me look up the divination skill.
You know what?
Action.
I also haven't used
Fortune telling.
Lord Togashi's insight for a while, so I think I might give that a shot too.
Oh, this is not the skill, this is the... Come on, skills. Artisan skill group. Aesthetic design, smithing, command, courtesy, performance, medicine, theology, sentiment. Where's the divination skill? What is this divination skill? Where are you?
Divination skill is on page 2. Well, according to me, it says 213 because my PDF is weird with numbers. So it's around 213.
213. That's not a skill.
Well, it's a ritual.
It's a ritual.
Yeah.
That's why I can't find it. All right.
Rituals are skills.
Technically. Okay, as a downtime activity, you may make a theology void check targeting one character to glimpse their future. Okay. You have to target one of the other characters. It can be an NPC, it can be a PC.
Divination, page
I target
212.
Kage.
All right. How do you cast your divination? What is the trappings of your divination? Please perform a divination for us, sir.
Okay.
The description
Everything.
says, you peer into the character's future, ascertaining their fate from the patterns of the stars, the char marks upon animal bones, the placement of cast shells, or other omens you can read.
So you have to pick how you're doing it, and then I want you to tell a little story on how you did it.
Okay. What I do is so the way you described it to me is that I'm supposed to get a means of something in order to read.
So, for example,
You could just look at the sky and pick what the stars are looking
if you
like.
could see the sky, it's all cloudy and dark and terrible because you're in the Shadowlands.
Yeah.
So basically, you could go and
you could read tea leaves.
yeah, you could brew some tea before Kage. You sit down before Kage and brew some tea, and then as you drink the tea, you offer him some, and then you check the tea leaves that are remaining in the cup, and then you can see portents of the future among them. But I want you to role play that. I want you to like we're role players. We're like improvers. So
No, I understand. I was just trying to figure out.
Yeah, but it can be whatever mechanism you want to utilize for your medium, but you have to decide what your medium is and how you're going to go about doing the reading.
Okay.
And you can use the stars if you have a creative way to peer through the clouds, and that can add to the story.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go about this the Shiba way. So I take out a ripped piece of cloth that I had that I usually use to summon the fire kami, but since I'm damaged, I take it out and I take out a writing implement, and I walk over to Kage. Hey, Kage. There's something I've been meaning to do for a while now. I was just wondering, could you write me, just something off the cuff, off the top of your head? If you could do me that favor.
Write a haiku onto this piece of cloth. Yeah.
You want me to write you poetry in the middle of the Shadowlands?
Yes. It would ease my mind, if you could.
It is a strange request, but I guess something harkening back to your homelands might be comforting in such dark times. Certainly. Let me see the paper. I pull out a small Sumi kit.
Would you like to make a roll for this? You can make a composition roll to write poetry.
Sure. I will do composition fire to invent a powerful poem, a meaningful poem for him.
Okay.
About family and teamwork. A very stressful
Pretty
one.
good. Yeah, well,
You're doing it right now. You're like, I guess I gotta think of something Okay,
Oh, you
let's-
put me on the
Kinda
spot
putting me on the
here.
spot here, yeah.
You have to dig deep into it.
Stop looking at me. Why are you staring at me while I'm writing? You're making me self-conscious.
Stop looking over my shoulder.
Okay, and now I will also mention, because it will trigger for this, I am a perfectionist. So, after performing a skill check in which you must interact with imperfect or unfinished work, blah, 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 original work, you receive 3 strife. This is the first time this has occurred this season.
Okay.
You gain a void.
All right.
So, I gain 6 strife, but there's 4 successes and an opportunity.
Okay, so you're keeping all of the successes and the opportunity.
Hell yeah, I'm a perfectionist. It has to be perfect.
And you used fire, which means...
Oh, your strife becomes successes,
So
or is that
you're-
only in battle?
You're
That's only in
inventing.
battle.
Yes.
Unless we can make a DM exception.
Dressing out over poetry.
Okay.
That's not right.
My character's a perfectionist. He's going to try to make this poem as perfect as possible. If any of the writing is smudged, he's going to crumple the paper and start over again.
It's a piece of cloth.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to like pull out some chemical and like pour it on top to erase the mistakes, and then try rewriting it again. It's going to take him forever. He's
He
going to
needs
be
some
like,
liquid. He can't find liquid.
Okay,
Pisses
I'm
on
going
the
to tell
clock.
you, Tarek, that your roll then is null and void. I want you to roll air for refinement. You want to refine, not invent with this poem. You're trying to make it perfect. So
Okay.
make a new roll with air instead of fire.
just to point out, the perfectionist is a water trait. So I don't know if you want me to roll it with water, because perfectionism technically is tied to water. The disadvantage is perfectionism, quote, water. But I don't care what you want
I
me to
don't-
roll. I'll roll whatever dice you want me to roll.
Yeah, that doesn't make much sense right now.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know that's what technically the advantage says in it, or the disadvantage says water is the main trait that it's tied to. I don't know if that's how that would
You'll
work.
still, since you're trying to be perfectionist, you'll still get the 3 strife and the void.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, it'll be an air roll.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'll still re-roll those 2 the 2 explosive successes.
Wow.
So basically the same thing. I get more strife, but 2 successes and 2 opportunity.
Okay. This is what happens. You, since you used air, as you write this poem, you start understanding what Inoue is trying to do while you're writing it, and know he's trying to glimpse your future through this poetry. And
That stresses me out even more.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't stress you out even more. Or yeah, you get stressed from that opportunity. But when you give the poem to him and he reads it, Inoue, you'll lose 2 strife from this poem
Okay.
that Kage has given to you.
I think that's fitting.
2 strife.
2
Okay.
strife from reading this poem. Would you like to recite your poem, Kage? Go!
With home far away, we look within ourselves to find strength, and it is there.
That's beautiful.
Yay! Everybody, everybody cheer for his poem. What are
How
you
about-
doing?
Haikus are easy, but sometimes they don't make sense. Refrigerator.
All right, Inoue. You
Okay.
can now analyze this poem, not just
Okay.
for its sentimental meanings and its styling with its characters, what the exact characters he used,
Okay.
but also in his handwriting, what it says about his future.
Okay.
Make a theology void roll.
Theology void roll. Okay.
You're gonna fly, you're gonna cry, and then you're gonna eat a
Can I use a? Because I have how many void left?
Can you use what?
I won't even. Because I got 2 void left.
You can use a void if you like.
Yes. I think I'll do it for this one.
Okay.
Because this is a unique situation. Get back to the spell. Okay. Bam.
Wow.
You may keep 2 dice.
Okay.
Well, we spent a void, right?
Yeah, he spent a void.
Oh, you spent a void.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You should have actually rolled an extra die if you spent a void.
Oh, I thought it went through.
No, I didn't.
Wait, you only
Yeah,
have you only have a theology of 2, right?
Oh, maybe it went through on the wrong side.
You put an extra skill die instead of an extra ring die. That's what you did.
Double checking.
Come on, people. How long we played this game?
So just
How long we
No,
played this game?
it's
Double
under the ring
baggins.
die.
yeah, just roll an extra ring die.
No. When I rolled it, it rolled under.
No, it rolled an extra skill die.
I don't
instead
care
of-
what the
no, yeah,
program
you're right.
did.
My bad.
Re-roll your dice
My
roll with what
Yeah.
it is.
Ring die. Double check.
There you go.
Okay.
And now you can choose what you want to keep. You get to keep 3 dice.
Yes, and
Okay.
that last opportunity skill die goes away. We don't. Yeah,
I'm
never
gonna
rolled.
ignore that one. Yeah. And I need just 2, or I need 1 to succeed. Correct.
Well,
What
look
does
at
it
your
mean?
skill.
You need 2.
I'm talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need 2. Okay, so I'm gonna
You
get the
guys
2
are stressing me out, man.
the 2 explosive and the 1 opportunity. No, make that the 2 opportunity.
One.
Really?
You
Because
need at
that
least-
doesn't guarantee that you're gonna.
Yeah, you need
Yeah,
2
you need
successes.
You need what?
You need 2 successes.
That's what I said. The 2 explosive,
Okay.
and then the 2.
You can only keep
the
2.
1.
You
No,
can
you can't.
only keep 2. Oh, 3 dice.
3
Okay,
dice.
3 dice.
Okay. Sorry, I'm misreading this. Okay, yeah.
you
just the
you
2
have
explosive.
1 opportunity if you want to keep that.
Okay. So take your
So
two,
you
Well,
can
I
re-roll
mean,
the 2.
the one without strife on it.
so take your 2 strife. Roll some more dice.
And then you said 2 more.
Ring die, yeah.
2 of the black ones.
Okay, making sure this thing doesn't mess me up. Okay.
Do you keep either or both of those?
I will keep the opportunity.
Got it. Boom. You're done. Okay.
Hey!
Roll completed. So what I want you to do is pick a skill group. You can pick artisan, martial, scholar, social, or trade.
I will pick Marshall.
Okay. You get the Omen of the White Tiger. You see in his future a place. The next time in combat, you know exactly the time and place where he can see an opportunity to grab, to help move everything forward. You say to Kage, the next time steel flashes. Should you stop that? When the next time you are forced to fight and steel flashes, there will be a moment in the battle. When you hear the bird sound, that's when you will know to act. And Kage, with those words, you're not sure what they mean yet, but when the time comes, you'll know what to do. And because of that, you'll get to keep an extra ring dice set to opportunity with strife in your next martial skill check.
So for my next martial skill check, I can keep an extra die with an opportunity, you said?
Opportunity strife.
Opportunity strife.
So is this an additional die?
It's an additional die. The target adds a kept ring die set to
Opportunity with strife.
Okay. I look at you kind of puzzling, and I go, I appreciate your attempts to discern our future, our shared future, Inoue-san, and I will contemplate what you have told me thusly throughout the night.
I put my hand on his shoulder. Keep it in mind. It'll help you very well.
Arigato.
I bow.
Inoue, as you
Yes.
look at his handwriting, you think you see something in everyone's future. A ghost with great knowledge. She seeks to guide you. That's it. That's all you see.
Oddly specific. So then, with that in mind, I walk over to Tatsuo.
Mm-hmm.
And hi, yes, I got this feeling. I just performed a ritual with Kage, and I got a vision, or I got a feeling. And I was wondering if you could do me the favor and
Yes.
I did a divination with Kage, and
As you've
I
explained.
got something more out of it than expected.
Oh.
I was trying to give us the best advantage possible for our mission with this Mahosukai, and I wanted to make sure that we can be as prepared as possible. But in doing so, I was able to help Kage, but then I received a form of guidance.
By whom?
I can't particularly go into specifics, but since you're used to not being able to discertain specifics with Lord Tagashi, I was wondering if you can help me out with that.
I certainly could.
I
So what was the
I
vision?
got this feeling of a woman trying to guide me. I did not know what to ascertain from it, but it got me curious, and I would like to see if you can ask Lord Tagashi for guidance on this, because this will eat at me later, and I don't know if I can, because I can only seem to
If I could
target
give you my
individuals.
Well, if I could give you my 2 koku, now personally, now this is only an assumption, not confirmation. I might suspect that it could have been one of the kami, or herself, or maybe a greater spiritual ancestor. But-
It didn't feel much like the kami, though. The kami has a familiarity to me because I speak often with the kami of the earth, of the sky, of all around me. This one felt different for some
Okay.
reason.
And it
So-
has been a while since I did consult Lord Tagashi, so maybe this might be a good time to do so before we storm the castle.
That was my concern. That's why I want to be as prepared as possible.
Okay. So Corey, I'm going to proceed in doing Lord Tagashi or using Lord Tagashi's insight.
Okay.
And see what sort of knowledge we can gain from it.
I guide him towards what is it? The spiritual area, because I think you have to do it in the spiritual area, correct?
Once per game session.
Once per game session as action, you may see. It's better to do it in a spiritual area, definitely.
So
It's just an action to do it, apparently. Just one action. You can do it in the middle of combat, apparently.
Well,
You
I
just
mean, I
have
kind of did
seizures
that.
and-
That's how I lowered my.
He just
fear of
spaces
goblins.
his eyes just roll the back of his head. I'm just like, what's going?
We need an adult.
And I don't suspect we're gonna be in battle soon, so maybe I could use Lord Tagashi's insight to also stop being afraid of Mahu Sugai as well.
So, you can go ahead and make your meditation void roll,
All right.
and you can
I'd
add
say
whatever
that's
you want to that.
I'd say the fear of Meosuke is a rational fear. That is a
Yes.
totally reasonable and acceptable
Or
fear.
at least it's rational to be afraid of them when you're pretty sure they're actually around. It's not necessarily rational if you're expecting them to pop out from every corner.
Mm-hmm. All right. So 3, 2, 1.
Oh, jeez.
On Earth?
Nothing but opportunity.
Oh my God!
Maybe I should have helped
Can I
you
do
with
a
that.
reroll?
No. Once per
Oh.
game. That's it. What would you like to keep there?
It was like, hey, it's a roll of the dice for you too, buddy. It was like,
I'm wondering if I should do a
thanks,
ritual on him
Lord
too.
Tagashi. Hold on, what'd you say, Josh?
So maybe I should do a ritual on you too.
Lord Tagashi's like, it's a roll of the dice for you too, buddy.
So,
Like, gee, thanks, Lord Tagashi.
your key is imbalanced, and you cannot connect to Lord Togashi right now. Maybe tomorrow, next game, you can try again. But right now, you are getting no insight. It's probably because you just came out of a grueling battle. You'll need to rest.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Maybe we can try this tomorrow.
Yeah, perhaps.
Okay.
Dragons are very iffy.
Anything else anybody's doing before you go to bed for the night?
Well, the last thing I would like to do before I go to bed, after I've finished these repairs, I'll make myself up a cup of tea.
You have a nice cup of tea. It tries to calm your nerves, but the Shadowlands just keeps you on edge. And when you sleep, everybody will take away all of their fatigue, but nobody will heal any strife still.
Before I go to bed, I also will keep a running tab in my journal of all of the discussions I had with the Rememberer.
Okay.
Since my passion is tea, does that actually do anything reducing my strife?
Yeah, I'll
Just
let you.
only because it's my passion.
Yeah, sure. It's your passion. I'll let you. Yeah, definitely. It's your passion. I'll let it reduce your strife by 2.
My passion is antagonism, so unless I want to sit by the campfire and like tell scary stories to the pups.
By the way,
Freak 'em
as the day goes by and you're resting, the Dreamer will begin escorting. You'll see more and more Nezumi from outside the village come in.
Interesting.
Uh-oh. Our screen went black.
Just now?
Yeah, give me a second here, guys. Alright, that didn't work at all.
Oh no.
Let's,
Well,
this.
my passion would be Animal Bond, so I can think of Momo for a little bit. Maybe that gets rid of 3 strike for me.
Well, wait, Momo,
Save
but I thought
them.
he was taken away.
Well,
Yeah,
I
he's
mean, no,
at
we
the wall.
had to leave him.
There we are,
behind
we're
so
back
he wouldn't
now.
be in the Shadowlands.
Had to leave him behind to protect him.
But I mean, I can take comfort knowing that he's safe.
So, everybody wakes up in the morning, and the Nizumi have returned. It seems like a happy mood within the burrows of the Nizumi. And a friendly Hida in the morning emerges from the burrows.
Oh.
Awesome.
Recovered, are we?
Good to see you.
Thank you so very much for getting me out of there. I thought I was going to either be eaten from the inside or become one of them.
I'm glad we could
Love it.
help.
We are all glad that you have survived this day, Yuta-san.
Well, I couldn't have done it without your help and without these ratlings. I'd like to go thank them, but those lost samurai took everything I owned except for my armor and my wakizashi.
It can be a legendary Wakizashi when we return there.
Well, perhaps you can join us when we go and speak with Lucky Silver. Perhaps.
I will.
Perhaps she has perhaps she might have a request that you can fulfill before we leave this place.
What have you been doing since I was resting? What has happened?
Well, we found out that there were pups and scouts, various people from the village disappearing. We did manage to find the source and eliminate it.
Good. Well, a very eventful time since I was down.
Yes, indeed.
Thankfully, we didn't suffer any losses.
Are we staying here longer or are we moving on?
I would say moving on personally.
We need to speak with Lucky Silver before we move on from this place, but we will likely make our way toward Daylight Castle in due time.
Okay. He says, very well. I'm with you. Wherever you go, I'll be there until we make it back to Rokugan.
Do you need any food or water?
I could use some water. Definitely.
I'll pull out a small, like a sealed bottle of water and hand it over to him.
All right. He'll take a big old sip of that and give it back. That helps these cracked lips.
I'll offer to pass it around. We can use up one of them. I had an extra one anyway, so.
So, the Ronin are getting ready. They're stretching and doing calisthenics. They know today they're going to be moving on, and they want to be ready for whatever comes after them next.
Indeed. Okay.
Stay loose.
Normally I would join them, but I kind of want to go and talk to Lucky Silver and make sure everything in the village is all right. So.
Okay. So
Yep, we need to see her before we leave.
everybody goes to see Lucky Silver then, or is there something you need to do before that?
I actually want to go see Dreamer and thank him for assisting us in our time of need.
Okay.
Yeah, same here, and also offer an apology for rudely shaking him from his meditation previously.
All right.
Alright, we should wait for them then to go see Lucky Silver all together.
Sure.
You go see the Dreamer.
If they go see the Dreamer, then I'm just going to work out with the...
Yeah,
Ronin.
in the meantime, yeah.
Push-ups. Okay, the squats.
Shiba Inoue is just like, I can do one arm circle.
Yeah, no, I'll leave that to you guys.
You see, you go down to see the Dreamer in that deep, dark cavern, that deep burrow. Take a strife from squeezing yourselves into these terrible burrows again.
Ugh.
Ooh, I am so striped.
You see the dreamer over the unconscious body of Frayed Whisker, and he has lit some incense and some candles around him, and it looks like he's getting ready for a ritual this morning. When he sees you come in, he says, "Ah, Maz around the candle. My ancestor Torn Ear the Second had visitors once. He taught them the secret ways to the realm of dreams. We don't all have such minds."
Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us.
Thank you.
What, I
like any
kind of heard some sounds.
Yeah, I don't know what anybody said.
Oh, okay. I thank him
said-
for sharing his wisdom.
I thanked as well. And I also asked, would you like some assistance with any rituals? Needing performing?
Only dreamers can dream.
I understand. Well, in that case, we just came to thank you again for coming in our time of need.
We don't all live so long. Only I only lived so long as I lived so little. I dream more than I live, and such dreams. But it is so hard to teach.
I understand.
And also, I would like to offer up an apology, and I'll prostrate myself to, bow down in front of him. I apologize for rudely taking you out of your meditation when we first met. I shouldn't have done so.
It is so important to remember, he says.
Remember what?
It's important to remember.
Remembering is important.
Well, is there anything else that we can do for you at this time?
Only dreamers can dream.
What about those who commune with the kami? Or I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. Like, were the kami also the ones that were? Dang it! I'm starting to lose my lore over here. Like the ones that the clans were named after, or the families were named after.
Yeah,
They're
those
also,
are kami,
known as
and
the
also
kami.
there are elemental kami.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Ratlings don't really have a concept for kami the way we do.
Okay. I mean, I would assume, like, that would involve dreaming as well. I mean, that's part of the spiritual realm. No.
Different.
Okay.
He seemed to have, like, ancestor spirits, but not, like,
Yes.
kami kind of spirit.
He talks
come
of
from a long
transcendence.
time ago, the long ago. We are in the now,
Yes.
and those two things are not the same.
Okay.
And those that he speaks to are the transcendents.
Okay. As a gift to him, since I know we were going to be leaving, I offer up the dark blue sash with the belly dancer metal pieces on them.
Oh, he definitely takes
Oh, one of the things you
Oh.
got in the market.
that. Huh.
Yeah.
He looks at it, and he doesn't refuse it 3 times. He just accepts it.
I bow deeply.
He
don't think
looks.
of,
He
there's-
looks down at. He says, "Dreams of crab, armor like shells, and a woman. But what's her name? Another moth, another with secrets and such power."
Would they be close by? Would they be the one we're after?
Visions of the transcendence. It's
see.
what we dream. It is your dream.
Thank you. I will remember.
He offers the sash back.
He was
I'm
just using
a little
it for
confused because he
divination.
accepted it.
We should all remember.
I take it.
Make sure it is in our memory.
Of course. Thank you.
Make a
I think I know what he wants you to do
Yeah.
with it.
Culture?
Huh?
Maybe a culture check?
yeah.
My-
I think you need to make a
My character wasn't down there though.
You definitely need to make a culture check because you're not getting this.
I'm definitely not getting this.
Make
Like,
a culture.
I'm not sure what's going on either. It's like,
Make a culture fire check.
Culture fire check?
Yes.
He's
Let me ask,
heavily
can
wounded
I
in the
do-
fire.
can I use one of my distinctions of precise memory? For this?
Eidetic memory.
Precise memory.
Oh, yeah, precise memory.
Yes.
I'll give you a hint. Let me just give you a hint.
Okay.
What is memory to these creatures?
Memory to these creatures is of history. That's
Okay,
what
you don't get it. So moving
I
on.
really don't get it.
passing down
rememberer.
stories.
Tatsuo, you're in there
You're
with
there,
them.
Tatsuo. You can tell him.
All right. So, all right. I will definitely like turn to Inoue and say I believe his way of explaining history is to pass down stories.
To remember stories.
Yes. To remember their own history. What did Lucky Silver tell us about the tale of the knotted tail? Or was it a different one?
Wait.
The Rememberer.
It
the
wasn't.
Rememberer.
Yeah, the Rememberer was the one who told you that stuff, not Lucky Silver.
Yeah, so you remember what the Rememberer said? To remember what became of the Knotted Tail clan? Or how their ancestors started knotting their tails?
Right. Or there was to remember about the samurai.
I believe he was telling you the story about the cloth. Or am I not getting it now?
Both of y'all are confused.
I can't.
Yes.
I can't say anything, guys.
No, because I'm like trying to figure out because I got the cloth from the market.
Make a culture roll.
Yeah, it's culture fire.
Yeah.
Both of you can make a culture fire.
All right.
And I know
I'll
you're
do that.
severely wounded in it, so it's going to be really hard for Noe to make this.
All right. Let's give it a shot. Oh, I got an explosive. Yay!
So I can't do it via Earth.
Nope,
To try to-
it's fire.
So what can I do with one success and 2 opportunities?
Okay. Noe, you are distracted by your pain so much. that from your wound that you're not getting it. You can't remember. You can't figure it out. You're too distracted by your pain. Tatsuo, there is a place in here in the truck where they have items that recall certain memories. You were there doing a cleansing ritual to get rid of an affliction.
Yeah, even I remember this because my character saw a coin that was Lion Land coin, and it had some significance, and I was asking the Remember about it.
Hida Nozomi can't remember
there's-
this in character
if
because
you
she was never there.
Yeah,
So-
if you don't remember, Matt, that we went to talk to the Remember the dude whose job it is to remember things for the tribe, and he had a room that he let you do the cleansing rite at because it was spiritual, where he remembers things for the tribe.
Oh,
The guy is
so
insinuating that you should take the memory to the Rememberer and have him remember the history of it.
thank you for clarifying.
So, yes, the dreamer is telling you to go give the item to the Rememberer so this memory of the entire event can be enshrined within this item in the Shrine of Memory.
Okay,
Ah,
thank you for clarifying. Yeah, that's how my brain is like.
mine was thinking about the history of the cloth, and I'm like, wait, I bought something that had a key to this?
No, no, they don't know the
Something
history of that
deep.
cloth before it came here, but now you have just given it a new significance to this tribe as a gift
I
to
did not
honor
connect that.
everything that just happened.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I did not make that connection at all.
You didn't.
As Tatsuo, it finally clicks, and I will relay to him. Oh, I believe to Inoue that he wants us to give this gift to the Rememberer, so it could be enshrined in their room for remembering.
Oh. My apologies. This thing's bothering me, Tatsuo.
No worries.
I bow to the Remember, said, I will do Dreamer, sorry. My brain's everywhere.
I can't think.
You're distracted by the pain.
Ah! My ring.
Oh, my fire.
So,
Oh, my pride.
we bow deeply.
Okay,
And I guess make our way.
you leave the burrow and make your way back up to the top, where you can find the Rememberer telling his stories to the pups.
So we'll definitely wait until he finishes his stories, and once he welcomes us, we'll go ahead and inform him about the cloth that we were trying to gift.
Okay. He says, oh, this cloth, let me see it.
Hand it over.
Yes, definitely. This was a gift you've given to the tribe for the service that has been performed here. I will make sure that the memory is encoded within it. And he starts, like, rubbing himself on it.
And I'm just sitting there going,
It's just jingling.
Yeah. He'll, like, bite one of the little metal pieces.
I'm just sitting there like, well, not my culture, but I'll accept it.
So I assume now everybody goes to see Lucky Silver.
Yes.
Yes.
You walk into the tent to see Lucky Silver, and she is talking to several of the newly reclaimed ratlings, the Nizumi, and they bow very deeply to her, and she bows back. And even though you've seen a lot of the ratlings, like be very close to each other, like cuddle, or or hug or do all of those types of things that are kind of not Rokugani. When they talk to her, they follow Rokugani custom, at least a facsimile, a very good facsimile of Rokugani custom.
Impressive.
She turns to you as you enter and says, "Welcome, samurai. Please sit here," as she motions to a rug that you can kneel on, and she will sit on a tiny little chair in front of them like she is the lord of this,
All right.
with her sword sitting on a rack behind her.
I come kneel on the rug.
I will as well.
You have done this tribe a great service, and hopefully we can repay that. You are headed towards Daylight Castle.
Yes.
It is a place of great danger, and we of this tribe, we do not venture there. But I would be remiss if I did not at least give you a guide. Three Tooth! And Three Tooth stands forward with his, what is he carrying? He's carrying a blade, an Izumi blade. He comes forward and presents his blade. You will guide these samurai to Daylight Castle and make sure that they are safe. He says, of course, Chief. My sword will protect them. And he walks behind you and stands behind you as if he's part of your group.
Okay.
By the way, he only has 3 teeth.
Like 1,
And his
2,
name,
3.
his name is quite appropriate.
It looks like he's wearing some makeshift armor. And
To be expected.
yeah, and wears a deep red cloak.
Ooh, fancy.
Not like a bright red, but more like a dark, like wine-colored cloak.
Very nice.
She says, "I have not meeting this gentleman here. Who is this?" And he says, "I am Hida Kurumi. I was waylaid by lost samurai, and I've lost most of my weapons. I was hoping maybe you could help me." She says, of course, you samurai have done us a great honor here. My guard, give him your spear." And he is presented with a Nuzumi spear. "I hope it'll serve you well. And to all of you, especially to the Crab Samurai, I would like to reaffirm my oath, the oath of this tribe, that we are allies, we are one. We are one tribe, you Crab, and us, the Nozumi of the Knotted Tail tribe. And when you call upon us, we will be there. We will not run."
Thank you.
You do us great honor, Lucky Silver, as I will offer her a very polite bow, a respectful bow.
That's
I
a
bow as
light
well.
little bow.
She says, "I wish you much luck in Daylight Castle. It is very dangerous, and you will need skill and wit. And of course, you will need luck. Be safe on your journeys."
Thank you, Lucky.
Stay well.
Be well.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask of her? This is the time. Otherwise, she will dismiss you.
I can't think of anything else at the moment.
Likewise.
Okay. You leave the tent, feeling as if you've done a great service here. And you move forward to Daylight Castle with your new Nezumi Scout in tow. Everybody will gain 4 honor for risking your lives to save Lucky Silver.
Cool.
I'm going to give Shiba and Noe 2 more honor for giving that gift.
Thank you. So it's 2-2?
A total of 6.
total.
You get a total of 6 honor total.
Okay.
For completing the skirmish, for freeing the controlled Nezumi, and for capturing Frayed Whisker alive, everybody gets 4 XP.
Ooh.
And since he is alive, you will also gain another 3 honor. There are no glory rewards here, though you should get glory rewards for this.
At least a small one.
Especially since you're having a coma in the party.
I'm gonna give everybody
I knew
3.
it.
I'm gonna give everybody 3 glory.
All right.
Nice.
1 digit away from 69. At least I have 69 honor.
I am literally at 69 glory. I'm at 75 honor and 69 glory.
Tatsuo got the perverted on him.
You travel for a few hours until in the distance, nestled in dark, foreboding mountains, you see the castle of the ancestral castle of the Haruma, Daylight Castle.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Let
It's
me show-
beautiful how horrifying it looks.
The
Let me show
castle
everybody what it
looms
looks like there.
ahead.
There it is, Daylight Castle, hanging open like a
That is-
scar. As you round a rocky spur that thrusts out from a line of jagged, barren hills, you see the walls and towers of a fortress looming ahead of you. Dominating the blasted landscape around it, this is Shiro Haruma, once the ancestral home and seat of power of the Haruma family. Now it is a bleak ruin, with gaping holes where the walls have slumped and collapsed. The watchtower and the great keep inside the walls claw at the darkening sky like ghastly fingers. A brooding stillness hangs over the palace. The air is heavy with the oppressive sense of expectation, as though something cataclysmic could happen at any moment.
I have a feeling it could.
This
I
is
have
where
a
we're going to
feeling
stop
it
the game for today. We have finished the Knotted Tail adventure, and we're back to Mask of the Oni.
Nice.
So, congratulations, everybody.
Thank
You
you.
nearly killed me. Fantastic.
Almost done.
Good job, GM.
All right. I hope you've enjoyed the Knotted Tail. It's supposed to be a much shorter adventure, but hey, y'all are having fun,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I loved it, actually.
and y'all got a really great resolution from it, I thought.
I liked it.
So, we'll see you next week, Monday, 2 o'clock Pacific time. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, you made it to the end of this video. Hey, like it, because hit that like button, because you obviously liked it. You saw the entire thing.
Ring that bell so you can
Ring
get
that bell.
more updates.
All right, guys. Say goodbye. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.